La da da.
Reloading my YouTube so it appears.
Previously on BATMAN Arkham Kite.
Batman.
Shit happened.
It says you're live and it's not letting me go onto the stream.
Previously, Bradley chose the 1966 Extra Red Lines Edition Batmobile.
I am Batman. Okay. Yeah, I liked the highlighting of the red and black.
The question is, this time, will he choose the classic Batmobile, or the prototype Batmobile, or will he stick with his original and keep it to the red line?
You know what, prototype? Let's go prototype.
An 8. Okay, so last time you chose from the last line of Batman skins, so this time you will be from the penultimate line of Batman skins. Your options are
Excellent.
Batman Beyond, Dark Knight Returns, Original Arkham Batman skin. Do you bleed? Do you bleed? Or Adam West.
Was the logo really that large in Batman vs Superman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it was so darkly lit that you could barely fucking see it. Have a look on the because there's like that famous photo of him looking at the suit, isn't there? So you'll be able to see it there.
Yeah.
So you decide, Bradley. Those are your 5 options.
Oh God, it's so silly, but can we have Adam West?
Yes, you can have Adam West. Christ. You had the option. You had all those options. You go for the classic. You are old.
I haven't seen it. It's.
I know that
it's going to be such a contrast between the actual serious.
This is true. Yeah.
And the silly outfit that's being worn.
Okay, so my plan is we'll do some side shit for a little bit while we talk about the new thing that you've finally seen and I've rewatched I rewatched on Saturday and Sunday and you watched in its entirety on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
And then we can discuss Arrow stuff.
Yeah.
If necessary.
I've now seen all of the finales.
Oh my god! Yes, so we'll do that as well, I think, and maybe we'll just dot some Arrow stuff in the middle as I do some depending on what we feel like doing. All right, and
I'll just say one quick thing about Arrow season 4's finale and also Arrow season 4 in general.
Yeah.
Do not play the drinking game. Take a drink every time someone says darkness. You will die.
I love how you give so little context for that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And I know yeah. Alright, I want that. But I should start saving up my skill points so I could fucking speed around the city with the better grapnel boosts, but you just need so much shit right at the start.
Super stun with circle.
Yeah, so I really need the Batmobile stuff.
Does that just make you go higher, or does it make you go faster in your flight as well?
Faster and higher.
Oh, okay.
So it is really good. Also a tip, don't get the health boosts, because if you're in a really long Batmobile sequence, and you choose to get this when you're low health, it will give you back full health.
Oh, interesting.
That's a little trick I learned. Do. Well, it doesn't really matter, because if you do die, then it will just take you back and you won't have used the skill point, so but it's just,
right.
If you're in a really long section and you don't want to start again because you've got your one shot from death, you might as well increase the range, increase the amount of time. Killing enemies, yeah, let's do that. Smoke bombs are my fucking jam. Okay, what we got to look at? We've got Actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it off the map. This is something I haven't done in a while. Do it off the bloody map. I forgot we're on the second island now. Yeah, let's talk about that because this is a really easy thing that I don't have to concentrate on. So we can finally talk about the final entry of Phase 4.
Wait,
Black
that's
Panther.
in Phase 4?
Yeah,
wow, okay.
So we can also do, perhaps, I thought we could do, rather than a list, because we've done a million lists, we should do a, best of and worst of Phase 4. After you've told me what you thought of Black Panther, Bradley. This is where you say you didn't actually have a chance to watch it.
I thought it was a very respectful send-off to a beloved actor at the start and the end, and there was just a weird and kind of middling movie in the middle of it.
What? Oof. Alright, we disagree there.
Oh, so you really liked it then?
I just, yeah, I don't know what it is. You mother fudges. Yeah, I don't know, I just get, I've always kind of, I just really enjoy the world building, I guess. And I just, every part of those, that duology, I guess, I just have a real soft spot for. It's like, it's weird because, you know, because I haven't enjoyed, you know, like a lot of us, I've been mildly disappointed by Phase 4, and so I was like, hang on, yeah, but I've got all these old films that I know I enjoy, but I kind of, I treat the Spider-Man like as separate almost, just because it's like, you know, because I'll just rewatch Homecoming or No Way Home or Far From Home, just whenever. It doesn't really matter. I just feel like playing it or watching it. But I'm gonna. Oh, we didn't check the volume. Shit.
Oh shit.
Bad streamers. Bad planning.
I mean, we haven't changed anything since then, so it should be.
Well, no, but I've adjusted my headphone volume since, and it's based off that, so that's how I change it. There's a divide between the game audio and the party audio, which I control. So if I've cocked up and put the game audio really loud, or vice versa, won't be very good. It also means it's quite difficult for me to concentrate on what I'm fucking saying if I've put the game audio too loud. And I'm getting fucking Riddler in my ear saying, "Go to the trade yard, Batman!" But, so of the main MCU excluding,
yeah, I think that seems good.
Okay, cool. Excluding the Spider-Man films because I rewatch them whenever I feel like it. But, of looking at the entire list of old MCU films, the only one I felt like rewatching in the last, 6 months was the first Black Panther.
Huh.
It was just like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. It's just,
Black Panther was amazing.
Yeah. And I think I really didn't know what to expect with part 2. Well, you know, with Wakanda Forever. There was, I kind of wish I'd had an opportunity to see it sooner because something I was really looking forward to was the mystery about who the new Black Panther was going to be, because the obvious one was it was going to be Shuri, because that's what they did in the comics, that's the natural progression. But a lot of people were speculating, and I kind of thought that it was going to be Nakia, actually.
Yeah.
And I thought that would have been really interesting, just because I didn't really know, because Shuri's such a different character to who she is in the comics. She's got so much light and joy in her first film, it just
Oh,
didn't.
is she less of a for want of a better phrase, in comedy relief character?
She was, yeah, she wasn't. In the comics, she's pretty harsh. Oh fuck. Matt Murdock's mother was doing fucking barriers. Was on a outreach mission with a number of religious sisters, just near Wakanda, and Shuri fucking took him prisoner.
Oh my god.
So Daredevil had to go in to try and rescue them, and when that failed, he, turned into Matt Murdock and lawyered them out, basically. But Shuri was like, yeah, I was, and I read that not long after the first film came out, and I was like, Jesus, this is not what I expected. So I was kind of, I didn't really know what to, I didn't really expect how they were going to do the movie version into the Black Panther persona, or the mantle. So to see how they
square to beat down,
how they
to attack, square to beat down,
how they just fucking broke Shuri down, after tragedy after tragedy. But then they show you that hope when she's in not Atlantis, because DC's got states Atlantis, and we don't want to be too close to Aquaman.
What was it called? Talocan?
Yeah. I'm fairly sure it's just called Atlantis in the comics, but I mean, I could be wrong. But but to see that she's still got that same sense of, joy and hope in those scenes was a good kind of, it was really good to show that how conflicted she was, and how just in an impossible position she was. But I just think it was a really good bit of character study and character development for Shuri, starting off from post Avengers, really, because that was, even though she got blipped, so we don't really know what kind of mental state she was in. But after losing her father, she didn't, there was still a lot of hope. She wasn't as gravely affected by that as she was by losing literally every other member of her family.
Yeah.
And they finally fucking nailed a new character adaptation. It only took them the entirety of Phase 4
yeah.
to actually let oh Christ, I've had a really bad throat and just coughing and choking a lot recently, just a really sore throat from lots of talking at work. So Riri, there we go. It's difficult to say that name. Yeah, but they, I'm so happy that they finally got a character I love from the comics right. I was so worried when they were just going to be like, oh no, she's from Wakanda, she's just a scientist that Shuri finds, and I'm like, no, let her be a normal kid who's just fucking smart. Let her be a dumpster diver who fucking mixes ordinary tech with brilliant stuff. It was just, I just loved that. I think you said that you said that the start and end were really emotional, really good send-offs, and I think those were the heart of it was really strong, and I'm glad that we got that not only at the start but at the end, especially considering at the start it feels very different to the end. Because when I first watched it, it was weird because that's, being British, that is not how we grieve, really? To have, there was, they go down this line and there's people, dancing to kind of, and, singing, and it's this whole thing, but that's just the, that is what some cultures do. That's how they, give a proper send-off to those that they love, and that was, but when I first saw that, it was really weird to me, because it was just so unthinkable, because, I've had a lot of deaths in the family recently, unfortunately, and funerals are just, you sit in a cold room, like, hearing either a member of your family who knows them really well, or just some random religious guy talking about this person, and you kind of, I've found it really difficult to kind of understand how I feel about the bed about grief and death recently, because the fact that these members of my family have died hasn't really struck me, like the death part. It hasn't really struck me that they've died. It's just more of it sounds stupid, but it's because it's basically the same thing. It's more the fact that they're just not here anymore. I can't talk to them. I can't see them. And that's, like, I don't know what the distinction is in my head between they've died and I should be sad about the fact that they died, because that doesn't really seem to get do anything to me. Like, it's just a word. It's just, it's the funeral and the death itself is all just, it's happened. But when I remember that, if I go to, because it's grandparents, if I go to visit their partners, and their widows, or, the other members of my family who I saw at the same time, it's weird going to those places and they're not there, That's, so, hang on, getting back to the funeral though, so you sit in a cold room and listen to people talk about them, and then you go to a pub and you drink and eat food, and people kind of just catch up, friends catch up with friends, relatives, and then you kind of, and it almost seems that it's the British stiff upper lip of just, you kind of, sometimes you talk about the person who's gone, and sometimes you just find yourselves just catching up with people and almost trying not to, dwell too much on it, because it's just the British thing. So I kind of liked that they did. Well, it's, not I like. It's just that is what they, that's what they did, and that is what some cultures do. So it was really nice to see a different culture do that, even though Wakandan is a fictional culture and race, but it's based off lots of others.
Yes.
So it will be an amalgamation of lots of real cultures and customs about dealing with death like that. So I enjoyed that. But that hit me as weird, and then I followed up, and then for the end to be the more, relatable, where Shuri sits on that beach and she allows herself to think about him and to grieve in that kind of way that we sit in a church or a crematorium, and you think,
this is like a burning bat signal guy.
Yes. Sorry, we are. Yeah. This is the burning bat symbol guy. It was good to have both of those perspectives at the start and end, and as you said, it was a really good send off. I also, last thing, I think it benefits from a rewatch in a while. Because it's a lot of information, because that feels like a long film. I think it is a long film, but it feels like a long film.
45 minutes or something.
Yeah, it is quite long. It's not as long as some of the others. It's not as long as Bloody Eternals, but it is quite long.
God, how long is Eternals?
And it's like 3 hours or something, 3 hours 15. And then but one thing I really felt was that the fight scenes were all really long, and I really didn't like some of the fight scenes when I first watched it, because I was really worried about M'Baku, because he gets fucking yeeted, and I was like, please tell me they haven't just killed him off as well. So, and some of the fight scenes just went on really long, which I didn't like at first, because I was worried for the characters I liked, and I didn't want them to die. Or whatever, but on the second time, that bridge fight is fucking cool, and it flows a lot better when you kind of know what's going to happen. Yeah. But so I really enjoyed it, and it doesn't sound like you did it as much, which is really interesting, because we're normally pretty much aligned in what we think overall, even if we don't agree on where we would place stuff in specifics. Like we're specifically, we disagree, but we like different things about the same film. But in overall, we normally seem to agree on stuff. So yeah, tell me. I'll talk to Azrael, so you can find out what his deal is, and then tell me what you think once I get to fighting again.
I trust you have not forgotten me, Batman.
I trust you have not forgotten me. Do you remember this guy, Bradley?
Dark days are here, Batman.
I have forgotten him.
He was hanging out in Arkham City watching me. And then every time I went up to him, he slashed the ground and left a symbol, and then I put the map on the Arkham City map and found his final meeting place, and he goes, "From the ashes of Arkham City, Gotham will burn, and so will you." And so now he's saying, "Hey, I've come back, and I've got a badass new suit. You should let me be the new Batman."
Okay.
The Order has foreseen it.
He's like, "You're going to die, so I need to carry on the mantle. But I'm giving you my sword because you do not kill."
He's giving you his sword! Let's go!
Yeah, but Bradley, I'm going to play as Azrael now. No sword for me.
What?
Oh, and this sword will never be seen again. In Batman's hand. It will mysteriously appear in the clock tower. Oh motherfucker!
God. Still, you're playing as Azrael. That's cool.
Yeah, but I can't take a hit, otherwise I fail. Oh shit! No! Oh, for fuck's sake!
You took another hit. Oh my.
No, I took one hit because I thought I could do the takedown.
Ready.
Complete the challenge without getting hit to prove you are worthy.
Whoever decided to put fucking continue as X and retry as circle? I want to have a word, because that is fucking stupid.
You're not that was cold, Batman.
Like, Batman could take however many hits, but Azrael takes one and he's like, "Nah, mate, you fucking failed."
So he's just come over and he said, I'm gonna take your I'll take your spot.
Oh, fuck off. Fucking teleporty. These guys, so they're simulations, but they fucking teleport way more than some of the other enemies. Okay, Bradley, while I'm punching these people and having a shit time. No, you weren't. Oh, fuck you. That wasn't you, Bradley. Well, just while I'm failing repeatedly at something brain dead simple, please tell me what you think about Black Panther after I basically ranted at you that you were wrong for half an hour.
Well, I mean, as regards enjoyment, I can't really see it as either of us is wrong. You enjoyed it for your reasons. I didn't enjoy it as much for mine, and there's nothing invalid about either of those.
No, exactly.
I'm in fact quite happy that you enjoyed the movie. You know, like
it's. Give me a sign.
You know, I wish that I did, but I'm glad that you did, kind of thing. But for me, it just felt like, I don't know if I was, I don't know if it was mood or something, but I felt like I was just watching another MCU movie. And I kept I kept thinking, oh, where's this gonna go? And then, you know, having a think, you know, a quick little prediction, and then it kept coming true, and I kept thinking, why can I tell what's going to happen before it happens? And I thought maybe it's because it's just an MCU formula movie using the formula, and it's kind of samey. And you know, for instance, like the moment Shuri was given and you know, maybe everyone noticed this as well, and you know, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm Sherlock Holmes over here, but you know, like, the moment she got the bracelet with the fiber thingy in it, I was like, okay, she's gonna use that to update her synthetic heart-shaped herb, and it's gonna make it. And then that happened, like 45 minutes later on.
I'd actually completely forgotten about the synthetic herb at that point. I will say that at the time, at both times, because the first time I watched it was after work and I'd had a drink. And when I drink, I get kind of emotional. And so that first fucking that first, you know, that first funeral scene and shit just basically set the tone. But I am feeling sad, and like everything that came after that was just like slowly making me go, Shuri, I don't want you to be doing this. This just seems really bad for your for you. Just please stop pushing people away and telling them their form of grieving is invalid, please.
Yeah, oh god, that was at the start.
Also, I kind of forgot. Yeah, so I forgot about the heart-shaped herb, synthetic kind of. But in the same way, I also thought she'd basically said, "Fuck that." Well, I mean, I think you do kind of put two and two together. I'd forgotten it existed until they brought that back, and was like, "Oh, she could use that, but is she going to want to?" Because she has said, you know, "Fuck that shit. We don't need it." But then, you know, and then because there's this weird phenomenon where I forget trailers exist.
Huh?
What, when you watch it, so...
like you watch the trailer and then you forget everything that's in it?
No. It's kind of like a trailer is sometimes like a checklist for me. So say like the third Transformers film, when I watch that, it shows loads of footage from the final battle, but about halfway in, the Autobots are supposedly killed. It doesn't really make sense that I ever thought that was a possibility when there's footage from the final battle.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I just being, you know, I sometimes I forget that you've seen, you know, it's like you kind of, I forget that, hang on, I've seen footage from something I have in the trailer that I haven't seen in the film yet. Maybe that means people are going to be okay, or, you know, there's more to this film. So
that's precisely why I don't watch trailers if it's something that I'm...
Yeah, it's... I mean, that said, the MCU trailers have always been good at misdirecting by having characters in the trailer that aren't there in the film and changing the CGI and stuff. So, it's all kind of relative. And there's a bit of willing ignorance with me. I don't know, I just... I don't know what I'm trying to say here, I kind of...
You're saying that you forgot forgot that
I didn't.
Shuri appears in the Black Panther outfit and wasn't too worried about the.
I actually thought it was going to be Nokia, so I spent. That's the thing. It's like I didn't forget that the heart-shaped herb was a thing that she could synthesize, possibly, although she'd failed the first time. So I didn't. And I was thinking maybe the fibers would work, but that seems a bit like, not convenient, but very, very lucky that those tiny amounts would be enough. But at the same time, when she did it, it felt such an achievement that it was like, fuck yeah, you did it. And I remembered that there was a Black Panther, but I was more focusing on who's behind the mask.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's kind of a willing ignorance, I guess, for me. Rather than a actual... Well, I hope it's not an actual ignorance. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you again. Because that'd be what I do. You just said that you'd kind of saw stuff coming.
Yeah. So I felt like...
You felt like a genius!
I felt like there was a lot of stuff that I kind of thought, oh, this is where it's probably going to go, and then it happened.
But I mean, in a mantle exchanging movie, you couldn't really have it go any other way.
That is true.
Because she failed to make it at the start and feels guilty about all that. That makes sense. But then the only way for her to become the Black Panther, unless she kind of goes the Sam Wilson route and doesn't get the powers, because Sam Wilson is just Captain America without powers.
I really liked that about
I think that was a very good choice, but at the same time I'm fucking terrified for the guy. Like,
what?
Well, just it's like, well, Steve was managed to hold Thanos off with the complete the almost complete gauntlet just through sheer strength and will. Sam can throw the shield and stuff. He's like really strong and muscly just from, exercise and being Anthony Mackie. But at the same time, I am just fucking terrified for the guy because he comes across any superhumans and he's gonna have a much harder time. And if he was worried about losing himself like John Walker, I mean, Sam has clearly shown that he is just as good as Steve, and possibly, it's the serum just enhances what's already there, so I don't know why. I guess, I do know why, because I think they do bring a lot of context to it. That Sam doesn't think it's necessary, and he doesn't want to feel like he's above people for powers. There's a very moral kind of quandary to it all, but I'm just scared for the guy. I'm just worried. But I guess that adds more threat, doesn't it? For future movies. Yeah, rather than, we've seen what a Captain America can do for 3 movies plus 4 Avengers films, so now a Captain America without that protection of superpowers, that's something else. What were you talking?
I forgot. Again,
I interrupted.
Let's
I think you were summarizing what I said, actually.
That bit at that bit at the start was way harsh. Just out of, because you were saying about how you were mentioning Shuri and
please stop
pushing people away. Saying their manner of coping with their grief is invalid.
Hang on, Bradley, listen to this bit. So Riddler's just nattering on in his normal way.
You are staring.
In a moment I'll give you the decrypted codes.
Oh yeah.
how did you solve tonight's very first riddle?
He's like, I'm gonna give you the codes. What does Batman do? I'm just gonna steal them, mate. And he's like, and he's immediately, his ego is bruised. You gotta love just that's all you have to do to get rid of, deal with the Riddler is just bruise his ego.
Yeah.
N8. Sorry, I just wanted you to appreciate bruising the ego of a buffoon.
Yes. Yes, the Riddler. Put that grotesque ego reveal to the face. Oh my god.
Says the man who just happened to know what the Batmobile could do and designed a load of riddles based off this.
Sure, Kalinky Dink. Yeah, but the that's not him, that's just a construct in your mind that's way harsh, man.
No, oh you twat! Oh shit, that's gonna get us a bloody...
Damn it, bro, we're fresh out of monetization now, there's no way they're gonna let us monetize this goddamn video anymore.
Good, I don't want them earning money off this shit.
That's what we should do, we should just say it. You know,
you should just you should just start every stream like calling me a slur, and then we'll get instantly demonetized.
Disabling the afterburner
fuck.
failsafe. I need the extra speed.
Thank fuck for that, Bruce. You finally decided to disable the bloody afterburner failsafe. Now I could finally move.
Undeveloped brain of yours.
Yes. The
How are you supposed to work someone's brain by putting them in a race?
Yeah.
Like, it's not the most complex of things. You go fast and you press a button to allow you to go through places.
I will say, however, that it's a fantastic way of contextualizing these racing mini games and the like in
this is true. You are not wrong.
Even though it makes little sense that this is a riddle,
and
but, you know, the closest you can kind of get.
And how he built them?
Yeah, wait, how many of these are there? Is
3.
this the only one? There's 3 of the...
There are 3 races, and then there are a load of other traps that also use the Batmobile, so it's all of this style.
How much flipping time and how much money does the Riddler
Oh, he has a Riddler army, and he has a lot of money.
He must have absolute boatloads of cash to make all of this shit.
I mean, the reason that Catwoman didn't think twice about working with him is because she's done lots of jobs with him before, and so, you know, like, she's the stealthy person who often gets them the actual thing, and Riddler organizes the heist in the first place. And now we play as Catwoman to find out if we're going to explode.
Okay, so there's like a double unit in the middle of the bottom bit. Ish.
Yeah, it's this one. What's annoying is if I look to the left as Catwoman,
Where?
Don't get it wrong.
Oh. That's weird.
So most of them will kill me. One of them will...
Yeah.
Great.
God, I'm so fucking paranoid. I'm so paranoid, Jesus. What the fuck?
It's just that, yeah.
This is really easy. This is really easy. Why am I so paranoid?
That's the one you're looking at. I promise you that is the one you're looking at.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I saw that was the first one I looked at. I was like, oh, it's that one. And then I was like, no, it's not. Is it? Is it?
Like, chill out. You won't actually blow up.
I'm so paranoid. Yeah, but I don't want to blow Selena up. I like Selena. She's so cool.
She is cool. One down, throws the key away.
Okay. Any? Yeah, you were also a bit like, Jesus, Shuri, why are you slandering your entire family and friends?
Yeah, I mean, that was her.
Dark Knight,
I mean,
you
yeah,
sweet,
that's...
naive sentinel.
Holy
Of course
moly!
But now I have several hundred
Holy
terabytes
moly,
of
that was her
performance data
mother
relating to the
talking
latest
about...
model of
like,
rocket-powered
'cause-
hearse you're driving.
No
With
offense,
that in
Shuri,
mind,
but
I have
she just
prepared for
lost
you
her
something
son!
whitening and rather more
Yeah.
furrowing in Chinatown.
She doesn't really hold back.
Yeah,
Does the
God.
princess.
That kills the cat.
Oh, can we agree though? The fucking the landing, and then she grips M'Baku's hand so he can test. You know, so they do the strength
they do, like
thing, and then he just goes, "She's done it."
He's done it.
The chills I got from that scene, the atmosphere from that scene, with all the Jabari chanting and everything, it was just, oh, I fucking love that scene. It's such a good reveal.
Like
I just wish it wasn't marred so much by how aggressive Shuri is through that whole section. She's like, oh yeah, I've just done this thing. We have hope. Wakanda, we can do this. And then she's like, I'm gonna fuck him up. And she's like, she sends all the council out and is like, M'Baku, I want to fuck him up and you're gonna help me. And he's like, ah, shit. Thoughts?
Maybe we couldn't kill him.
Yeah, because he's not king, he's their god. Eternal war. Was my mother not worth eternal war? Of course she is. Of course she is. But I do not think she would want that for you. It's just... M'Baku was, like, I love his, like, subtle character development across his films.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when he you know, started saying the whole, but do we really want to do this now that we know that they worship him as their god? Because, you know, like, it would have been so easy for him to just, you know...
Agree.
Like,
yeah,
let's go kick his ass! Yeah, I want to fight him again! But no, they had him be a sensible general.
council, yeah. Well, it's just, you think about when he's introduced, you know, the amount of development he's had over these films, and then he's reintroduced in Infinity War, and he's just really cool in that. Oh.
Yeah,
Where the fuck do you go?
I actually thought I was actually quite, you know, pleased with the seeming decision at the end to have him take the throne. I thought,
yeah, I didn't actually,
really nice, actually.
I didn't clock onto that for ages. I thought, when I first saw it, I thought he was basically, I am standing in for the Queen, I will fight on her behalf if anyone wishes to challenge for the throne.
Attacking fire station.
But when I read, you know, basically when I saw people talking about it on TikTok, and when I then rewatched the film, it's like, oh yeah, shit, he wants to challenge for the throne. But I think more accurate, that's what you say, but I feel like him and Shuri had a discussion, and he's going to be the king, and she's going to be the Black Panther.
Yeah. And
Because, like what, King... Shit, what's T'Challa's dad called?
T'Chaka? Was it T'Chaka?
Yes, T'Chaka. Because that's what T'Chaka did when he got old. He was no longer Black Panther. T'Challa was, but T'Chaka was king. Still. So that's a really nice way of... I think it would have been nice to see Shuri as queen, but at the same time, I don't think she would have, wants to. You know, she is really young, and that's never really been in her character. And considering where she goes in the comics when given that position, fucking hell. Well, as I said, kidnaps, you know, arrests.
Oh, she did that as... Oh, okay.
She did that as queen, yeah. So...
Yeah, that's a nice way to... You know, Shuri can be wherever she wants, and no one's gonna be saying, "Oh, Well, what's she doing? Not people.
Yeah, she can still work on her technological advances, and she can still be the Black Panther.
Yeah, she could show up show up in any movie or anywhere during any crisis, and it'll still make perfect sense.
Bradley, Crisis is actually copyrighted by DC, so you can't say that when we're talking about Black Panther.
Okay. God, you know when you think of a word and then all of a sudden all of the synonyms.
What about the Mysterio? This is an Avengers level threat. Now that is an Avengers level threat.
Avengers level threat. That'll do, I guess. Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
What do you want to see next from that franchise? Because that's something we talked about. We talked about trilogies and what we thought they would do.
Yeah, I guess let's have the third one be that it's someone other than Shuri. So there's a different Black Panther every movie. No,
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Bradley shows fucking violence tonight. Jesus.
No. I would.
I think, guys, we found Bradley's villain arc, and it's a sexist villain arc. He doesn't like a woman as the Black Panther, and he definitely doesn't like a woman queen. Wait, hang on.
I think it'd be interesting because that was. I mean, granted, Captain America didn't do the numbered sequels.
Yeah.
But I wonder if part of the reason this wasn't Black Panther 2 was because it wasn't the same Black Panther, and we'll be getting a Black Panther 2.
I think that would confuse the casual audience.
A lot of people.
That would confuse the casual audience. So
let's not do that either.
Where are the others?
Okay. But yeah.
Saved another fireman, and I've now stunned him with my cape. Sorry, dude.
Oof.
Bloody hell! I've racked up some points.
Oh my god! You can see like the raindrops are soaking into his lycra.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Okay,
I've got one extra level of the old grapnel boost. I feel so much quicker and more effective. It's very effective.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see like some more of Shuri and Riri like as a duo in the field would be like, because we saw a bit of it, but Riri didn't really get to, you know.
Yeah, I want her to have her fin suit next, because even though she improved the design drastically, it was still really bulky and she didn't seem to be able to move very well in it.
Yeah.
If you think about all the stuff that Tony...
Oh god, I hope that's not because... Oh...
What?
Nah, that won't. That'll just be because it's like an initial, an early design.
Yeah, it's equivalent to, I think, like the Mark II, which couldn't go, couldn't go to space.
Oh yeah, that was a cool like little homage or
reference. Yeah, how she loses the oxygen.
Yeah. It's like, I see what you did there.
But I think that's what Tony did. He was always working out the little kinks with it.
Because Tony learns from his mistakes.
Exactly. Thank you, Tumblr, for that thread on everything bad that happened to Tony and how he then compensated with his friends' suits and his own suit.
Yeah. But yeah, either whether it's we get some Ironheart stuff and we get a lot of team up with Shuri, or we get another Black Panther and we get a lot of team up with Riri, I'd really like to see more of those two because
stay loyal to Riddler.
They were cool.
They were cool together. They just there wasn't enough of it.
Well, I like that one of the first things they put in the trailers was basically an equivalent handshake that T'Challa did with Shuri in their scene was in the trailer between Shuri and Riri.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Something I thought was a nice touch was when the two of them got kidnapped and they were in Talocan, and it was just the two of them.
And she says, "Oh, so now you stop having Black Panthers when I get kidnapped."
Oh god, that line was actually really good. I just liked how it.
Oh wait, what was your favourite line of the entire film?
Oh god. I can't.
There's this great TikTok video I need to send you, where there's this guy who just but he's in a Disney shop and he's just asking a load of people what their favourite lines were from it, because like all the toys are in there and it's just come out, and like the people who are going, they call him Goooooo. It's so good. Like all these people love that line. I don't know why. It's good, but. But the one that sticks out to me is, oh shit, she got an Iron Man suit.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
the FBI come in and go, she's got an Iron Man suit.
Oh, I remember there being a line that really stuck out to me. I can't remember it now.
You're gonna say, he's dead. So fucking Shuri's lied to her mother. He wasn't there. He's gone. He's dead. Christ Jesus. We keep coming back to that, but it was fucking savage.
It was.
It was so unnecessarily savage.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess without being able to remember that other line that rather made me laugh, I guess it must be the, oh what, so you stop having Black Panthers when I get kidnapped?
Yeah.
That was a good line, that one.
It doesn't have to be a line that made you laugh, just a line that you liked.
Yeah, but what I liked about that was how in the first Black Panther, like,
this must be the entrance.
Shuri's quite clearly the youngest of the group and the protagonists and everything. And you know, that scene isolated her from, you know, the rest of her protagonist cast, which were they are all still older than her. And gave her like a companion who she has to be supporting and you know, keeping calm, and she kind of had to step up, and she felt a lot more. It felt to me like she really got the chance to be, you know, in control and, you know, experienced and sensible in that scene.
I do.
In that whole situation.
I liked. I like how she was still very, you know, she was playing not playing both sides, but she was trying to negotiate with both sides and be very reasonable and stuff. She wasn't very, you know, she was, despite everything, she was still a very reasonable character until he fucking killed her mum.
Yeah. Yeah, she really did try diplomacy very hard there.
Yeah. Yeah, if Nakia hadn't killed that person, I mean, he still would have been pissed for them coming in and taking her away, but.
Remote control.
It's very useful.
This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight.
Yeah, oh, and then there's Namor.
Yeah, what did you think of Namor?
Oh,
fuck! Oh, shit! Save that in the last second.
I don't know what his, I don't know where his, if the origin story of his name is the same in the comics.
I know exactly two things about Namor. He is ridiculously strong and is constantly a dick. Okay, I know three things about Namor. He is ridiculously strong, constantly a dick, a real threat to the Avengers whenever he feels like it, because sometimes he's an ally. He only seems to respect Captain America. It's one of those classic ones. That's the only person he kind of respects, and that's a very hearty kind of respects. So basically, point one of what I know about him, he's a dick. Point two, he's a mutant, and the first mutant, because as in the movie, he's really, really fucking old. And number three,
wait, how really, really fucking old?
The first mutant is not a joke.
What about Apocalypse?
Well...
Because isn't he from ancient Egypt?
Well, okay, he's the first mutant created by Stan Lee.
Oh, right, okay.
But in that same way, he was also contextualized as a really, really old, like, immortal mutant. But then they introduced characters that were older, so he's the oldest publication mutant and is also meant to be, like, canonically hundreds of years old, but he's not. But then they later introduced Apocalypse and all these other characters that were even older than Namor, because Namor kind of became irrelevant to the X-Men because he's kind of silly. And number three, the third thing I know about him is he's constantly trying to ruin Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman's marriage.
Oh, joy.
Why?
Because he is madly in love with Sue Storm and constantly is just trying to cuck Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
Good luck, Catwoman.
Who's that
Given
one over
Batman's
there?
limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
The thing that annoys me about this is...
Do you think he's smart enough, Cat?
Wait, is it the one closest to me or further away?
It's furthest away. It's the furthest. It's up and as up as you can go. The furthest on the right, on the top row. There, yeah.
So it's this one.
Probably, but 10-second lag and all that.
I used to dream of Batman's death, I admit. But I will.
Tell me when you got to the 10-second delay.
Yep, you're on that one. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the right
Be
one.
right,
For sure,
Batman.
I'm absolutely certain of it.
I'm just gonna make you do these for me, because then I don't have to get blamed, and I'm too tired to work them out myself.
I'm so
I
certain
think
of it.
the rest of them are pretty easy from what I remember. It's just
Head
that
still
one annoys me
attached?
because
Great.
it is
Collar still attached.
flipped in a weird
Not
way.
So great.
God, I would hate to be Selena right now.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's so easy for us because we get to see through both people's eyes, and it's like so obvious that Oh,
yeah.
obviously it's this. But,
I like, how is he communicating to Selena? He's like,
Survival by telling Batman all
4
about
along,
orphanage
5 up.
development. Celebrate orphanage development.
He probably. I mean, he
No,
might just
you do
say.
it.
He might just
Now,
go to the.
Kitty.
He might just say. Stand on the
Batman,
platform.
There's a big
Yeah.
mysterious
Call out
door.
the
Yes,
position
there
of it, like
is.
fourth
Come back
row.
to the orphanage,
second.
Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it.
It's just, she'd be so annoyed, just in general, like, of every level of this, like, the fact that, this was a perfectly reasonable job request, and now she's being used, and completely ignoring her. Like, I like that a load of thugs basically say Riddler's gonna regret going after Catwoman. She's more into that whole vengeance thing than the Bat. Like, yeah, Riddler really fucked up here. Like, she's gonna fucking kill him if she gets the chance to for this shit. Because it is really horrible and stupid.
Feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope.
Honestly, all the power to her if she feels like killing him. Like, this guy fucking annoys me. And it's really annoying because the Riddler is my favourite Batman villain.
He's such a dick in this game. Like he's
a dick in all the games. He's so annoying. He's not clever. He's just got a massive ego.
Yeah, and he keeps pulling a, you'll never solve this one, Batman, with your limited neural capacity. And then you solve it, and he says, "Oh, what? It took you that long to solve it? That was easy. Wow, you'll never solve all of the rest of my riddles because you'll be dead before you solve all the rest of the riddles. Because if it took you that long to do that one, it'll take you even longer. It'll probably take you years to solve the last one."
It's just like, shut up, Riddler, shut up!
It's just, he just annoys me, and it's a real shame because, as I said, he's really cool in the comics.
One at least.
Yes, we do.
Oh yes, we get to punch him at last.
Well, I mean, we humiliate him in Arkham City. We don't even fucking see him in Asylum. But in this one, yeah, you get to beat the living shit out of the guy. Wait, they had guns a second ago. Why don't they have guns anymore? They didn't feel like using guns against Batman.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, Namor and his
I thought he was a good villain, and I kind of like the fact that, as in the comics, they're leaving the door open for him to be both an ally or a piece of shit enemy.
Yeah, that was good.
It'll be interesting if they do, as I say, introduce him in, or reintroduce him in a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah. The way he got his name, though, I was
brutal.
I mean, it just seemed so silly to me.
Why are you doing this? You don't ask the questions here, punk. Yeah, how about we stay by your
Niño sin amor.
That's what I thought. I want you silent.
I kind of liked it.
I mean, granted, if it's the same as it is in the comics, then I can't really complain.
I don't know. It probably isn't, but it's probably, well, that's probably the thing. It's like, oh, you know, let's be a bit literal here, but in the movie, it makes sense to have some context to it, rather than just, you know, because in the comics, they would have just introduced a character and been, what is your name? Fight, you know, warrior. And then he would have said, my name is Namor. And then Mr. Fantastic would have said, have a great day. Please don't try and make out with my wife. And Namor said, that's not up to you, it's up to her. And then Sue says, well, to be fair, Reed, you are kind of a piece of shit quite often, and this guy actually seems to like me being around, so, I mean, waste not, want not, I'm gonna make out with a fish man.
Everywhere.
Wow, did they really predict the shape of water?
Yeah. that's what Guillermo del Toro really is. He's a fucking Namor shipper. What's the ship name for Sue Storm? That's what you could look up, Bradley. Let's fuck up your Google search history. What is the ship name for Susan Storm and Namor?
What is the ship name for Susan Storm and Namor? No, not that. That's not it at all.
That's the shape of. It's just called the Shape of Water. What did you wait? Did you check your own voice audio when you checked?
A little, but I kind of. Yeah.
You don't want to be heard, so you've just deliberately made it so I sound like I'm fucking insane. You just left me to talk to myself.
I think I heard myself a little, but I stupidly tried to do it with both sets of headphones, so I just heard your voice, and then 10 seconds later, the same voice, and it was, yeah, I would not recommend.
0 out of 10 would not recommend my own style of checking audio.
Yeah, it was like. It's so weird hearing someone's voice and then hearing the same voice, but like time displaced. It's like I'm hearing the same person, but not. But like oh god, it just I was going absolutely insane. So I just decided to take off the other one.
Fair enough.
And then I heard that the game audio and the other audio were fine. And I was like, okay, that'll do.
I mean, considering I've bigged your audio up, it should be fine.
Yeah.
You know, like that's when I sorted the levels out before you checked it. So if you could hear me, likely chances you would have been able to hear you pretty alright, because you wouldn't have changed how you do your audio since last time, so it's fine.
I have not managed to find it. What I have found is that the ship between Reed Richards and Sue Storm is Reed Sue.
I knew that, yeah. It's not the most imaginative naming convention, is it?
I know, it's just a portmanteau. Oh wait, it's not even a portmanteau.
Alfred, we can add
so yeah, it's just a yeah.
Maybe it's Namsu. I don't know. That sounds bad. Let's not look up what that means. I don't know what that is. It just sounds
People
bad.
who ship Sue and Namor in any way cannot be trusted. Lol. Okay.
Is that what it is? Have you found Reddit or something?
Yeah, it was a Reddit actually.
That sounded like a Reddit. Okay. Are you ready to do Phase 4 summary? Favorite and least?
Yeah. Let's see. Wait, where does Phase 4 start again? Does Phase 4 start with Far From Home? Or does Phase 4 start after Far From Home?
Deformity on the left.
Far From Home is the epilogue of Phase 3, so you could go on Disney Plus, and then you'd have a full list.
Oh, yeah. That would be a lot easier.
While I look at internal organs.
A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads Ophelia. The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Alfred,
5, 6,
the victim's
7.
name is Anthony Lund.
There were
Hospital
7
records show he
movies,
suffered with alcoholism,
and there were
most
1,
probably
2,
brought
3,
on by the
4,
breakdown
5,
of his
6,
marriage.
7, 8
The name on the
shows.
ring, Ophelia,
Jesus.
his ex-wife.
That
She was
is
last seen
that's
in Albuquerque, New
that's
Mexico.
funny. I mean,
That's
7 if you
3
don't count
victims,
What If.
all of them abducted
I
in
guess.
various places
Oh,
around the
we should count What If.
Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
We shouldn't discount animation.
And then 2 specials as well. 2 specials: Werewolf by Night and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh shit! Did we talk about the James Gunn announcement last week?
And I don't know what he has planned.
No,
for
we
them.
didn't, because he's doing something, isn't he? Oh, I forgot to watch it.
It's alright, we'll do it next week because we should continue the story once we've done this with the Phase 4 summary. Okay. So, what have we got? What have we got in Phase 4? What does it start with, actually? Black Widow?
Yeah.
Or is it WandaVision?
Wait.
I think there's a section called Phase 4 in Order.
Yeah, let's see. So it is...
I'll still be able to hear you, I will return.
It is, in fact,
It starts fine, then people show up, taking it way too seriously with all their fancy equipment and spoil.
it is WandaVision first. Yep, this is the right way round. Wait, what?
If you give us the list, and then you can start with, if you want to go first, I'll be back in a second. I'll still be able to hear you though.
Dookie. Yeah, so WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, What If, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Miss Marvel, Thor, Love and Thunder, She-Hulk, Attorney Law, Werewolf by Night, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So are we doing this by favorite and least favorite movie and show, or just everything?
Everything.
Just like everything. Okay, so like, that's a tricky one then, isn't it? Let me have a think about that. Favorite thing? Actually, maybe it's easier to go least favorite thing first. Wait. Yeah, actually, it is easier to go by least favorite thing first. Least favorite thing.
Thor: Love and Thunder. Thor: Love and Thunder was not very good. I remember when it came out and we watched it, and we rather spoke at length about how how ouch it was, so to speak.
For that one, it wasn't just the I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Mm.
That would be my summary of my thoughts on that one.
Yeah, so that's my pick. That'd be my pick for worst thing. Just it's a bit.
I think actually,
bad.
because I was just scanning through the list myself while I was away, and I was thinking. So I saw three things that immediately shot out to me: Eternals, Thor: Love and Thunder, and the Guardians Holiday Special.
Okay.
And because I saw obviously them in order, so I saw Eternals first, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the obvious one. Me and Bradley have gone on length about how that just was not the way to do it. We were disappointed by it. It was not good. And then I saw Thor: Love and Thunder, and I was like, oh yeah, but that was oh. And then I saw Guardians, which loads of people seem to really like that. And calling it like another hit, like James Gunn cannot miss. And I was like, hang on. Guardians 1 and 2 and the Suicide Squad, yeah, great. But I don't know if you could really call the Holiday Special on the same level. It's kind of... So, for me, I guess it's about what wasn't just disappointing, but what actually just really didn't work. And I think on that thing, I am going to totally agree with you and say Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't just disappointing, but I think it was also very dismissive of the comics run that it was based on, and once again fucked over Natalie Portman, who had such a chance to be such a cool character. And yeah, that's it. That's what I want to say about that. I've given enough headspace to that fucking film. At least in all the others, there were good moments. We've both talked about how much we like the running scene in Eternals and the potential in future Eternal character stuff. Yeah. And the Guardian special wasn't bad. It just had some awkward bits. It wasn't as good as it could have been. But yeah, no, as you said, Thor: Love and Thunder, yeesh.
Now, for my favourite pick, and I think this is like a bit weird. This might be seen as a bit of a weird pick. Maybe not. Maybe it will. Especially considering I don't actually talk that much about it, but I do think it was the thing I enjoyed the most out of Phase 4. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Holy shit! Yeah, actually.
It was good. It was good. Comedy was good. The fighting was, the fight choreography was nice. Like, can't go wrong with some martial arts, especially if you mix in just a teeny tiny bit of magic stuff here and there.
It was the first film of Phase 4, or it was the first entry in Phase 4 that made me breathe a sigh of relief and go, oh good, Marvel still know how to do stuff good. To do good stuff.
Yeah. And the way they brought back the actor guy from Iron Man 3 and just put him in the comic relief role, and he just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, and that fucking faceless pet he had.
Yeah, the weird pig thing. And like, Shang-Chi himself was cool.
He was
hell.
cool, yeah.
Cool, really cool dude, really cool suit, really cool, like, starts off just using martial arts, inherits the 10 rings at the end, so he's so you know there's a power boost right there.
Yeah.
And he's being inducted into the Avengers, or at least he's known by Wong.
Yeah, or they're helping him out anyway.
Yeah, so you know, like, could be some reappearances with this guy, and that's right up my alley. You know, like he was great in his role. Like he was funny, and he had some bright, you know, haha jokes, ray of hope, ball of sunshine type guy. But he did have some darkness to him as well, which was you know,
a good way of showing multiple levels to him.
Yeah, he had some layers, and he had nice relation. And what I thought was really nice was how his you know, I'm glad that they didn't like confirm him and his friend. I forgot her name. I know she's played by Aquafina.
Yeah,
I forgot her name, like in the her character's name. I'm glad that they didn't just confirm them as a couple. Like,
I thought they did in the end.
Wait, did they? Oh shit!
I thought that was the implication. I thought that they were kind of like, they kind of just almost fell into it, really, rather than because they were friends, and everyone kind of always assumed, but they were like, nah, and then in the end they were just like, yeah, I mean, this works. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, good, you're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever.
Have you seen Deadpool 2?
He's got waiting behind that door
oh yeah, I have.
you
Yeah.
arrive.
Okay, so I've just picked up the first volume of the Domino book
Probably something to do with the gorgeous
by Gail
necklaces
Simone,
he picked out
and
for
there's
me.
an issue
Have you
where
seen it?
basically
It
Domino spends like the
explodes.
entire issue just thirsting after Shang-Chi because he's just topless the entire time. And the first thing she says to him when she meets up with him is okay, well, she thinks to herself, okay, play it cool. And then she just says, I'm in a relationship, but it's totally not exclusive. And then in her head, she just and she goes, holy shit, I'm actually doing worse.
Oh god.
But you know Domino, the lucky one from Deadpool 2. Yeah, that's just, I just thought I'd share that with you because it was funny. No, you are, Shang-Chi. I forget it exists, but it is really good.
Same. It's like, somehow, despite the fact that
It was really low key in how good it was.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Extra trapped.
It was
As if the
good
collar
though.
wasn't
So, what about you? How would you?
Okay, am I allowed? Are we counting Spider-Man as on this chart? Because I feel like it's too easy.
Oh, then no.
Because also I feel like Spider-Man, that feels like more of an end to
I've got 5 switches in the world's most boring light show over here.
a sevenology. What does 7 trilogy be?
Technology, I suppose.
Yeah, that. You know, it feels like the conclusion to 7 films rather than 8 films. What the fuck am I on? 3 Tom Holland, 3 Tobey Maguire, 2 Andrew Garfield.
Oh yeah, that is 8.
8.
So
I don't know why. I killed one off. It feels like that more than it does an MCU film in some ways, or at least emotionally, it feels like that kind of thing. So, and I also feel like it's too easy. So, excluding Spider-Man because that's the easy winner for me. Fuck, I need to get the list up again. I had it in my head and now it's gone. No, I didn't. I didn't have it in my head. I'm a liar.
Oh.
What the fuck? Oh, I think I was going to see if I could get away with Spider-Man, but that was too obvious. I am Groot. No.
I am Groot.
It's really difficult because all of the others I have hang-ups about. That's the real shame about Phase 4 is that every single one I'm like, okay, actually, every single one, but Werewolf by Night.
Really?
There is not a single thing I did not like about Werewolf by Night. Honestly. every other thing, as much as I love She-Hulk, and I love Miss Marvel, and I love Black Panther, and some of the other films that I'm sure I enjoyed that I can't remember the name of, all of them was with an asterisk. Werewolf by Night was just a fucking great time.
That is true. I really liked it as well. But
1, 3, 5, 2, 4. Yep. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4.
Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Well, there we go.
1, 4,
You're not quite as
5,
jealous as each other. Congratulations,
2,
Catwoman.
3.
Batman, you're
No?
lagging
Okay.
behind.
Oh, 3, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. 3, 1, 4, 5, 2. 3, 1. Was it 5? Yeah. No, it wasn't. 3, 1. 4? Yep. 5.
That's 5.
2. There we go.
Oh, Dark Knight. I can
Oh, wait, that's
barely
just-
describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of
Are you gonna tell me this is like a famous number now?
apologize for
Oh,
not
no,
creating a
just,
riddle that you
I was
can merely
thinking of how few
pound into
permutations there are on that, 'cause it's just,
It's an order thing.
just 5 exponent. It's not exponent, but you know, it's just 5 times 4 times 3 times 2, which, what was that come out as, like, 120? Yeah, 120.
You see, Bradley, I don't do maths anymore. I can't be arsed.
Okay.
I used to enjoy it, actually. Like, the last year I educationally was enforced to do maths. I quite enjoyed it. And then I stopped having to do maths, and it all went to shit, honestly.
This is going to take all night, isn't it?
I didn't actually learn that Batman could open these for her for so long.
Not quite as elegant, is he?
Yeah. Well, like, I always just switched to Catwoman so she could open it, and then on the very last one, she says, no, you can do it.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't actually learn. I think I just happened to be playing as Batman, walked over to the thing, and it says, you know, get key. So I was like, oh shit, I can do it as Bruce. Cool. So, yeah, after that, I just started doing it as Batman each time. You know, whenever he's hanging out with her. Hanging out. Not by choice, though.
When did Catwoman
So, your favourite was Shang-Chi and your least favourite was 4. My least favourite was 4, and my favourite was Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, yeah.
I like how even my favourite that doesn't have an asterisk on it has an asterisk because of I've separated the one that would easily take it. just to have something to say about it, because otherwise it's too easy. But there you go, Bradley. Phase 4 of the MCU is concluded. And apparently they're going to be going by the moniker quality, not quantity, for Phase 5.
Good.
Good. Thank you, guys. Please slow down. Pay your CGI artists enough and give them a break so they don't all have massive burnout, panic attacks, and actually happy and enjoy working with you, rather than forcing them to do stuff that they don't want to.
But what makes the most money?
Good films. Good films make the most money, Bradley.
What? This can't be, says the mouse
as he sits on his armchair of money, not really caring, because there's just a point where you become so mega rich that a flop doesn't really affect you.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to break out the... There it is!
You think I care about my workers' mental health? No! All that matters is the money going up.
The money train. The money train stopping in at old Mouse Manor. All right, Mickey, can I please see my family? Can I please go to Wayne Manor and try and track down Oracle now? Oh yeah, so previously on the story, because I think shall we continue the actual story now?
Yeah, let's get some story.
So previously, Bruce had found, I don't know why I keep calling him Bruce, Batman had found a chip, a drive left behind at the crash site by Oracle, which revealed a weakness in the tank drones, and also gave him a way to track her down, to rescue her. So now, and he's asked Lucius Fox at Wade Enterprises to hone in on the signal.
Nice
'Tis I!
Drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks, Lucius. I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
The lines on the back of the cowl are so goofy.
Oh. Oh god, I just noticed that.
Good evening, Mr. Wayne.
God, the texture is amazing though. It looks so silky.
Batman dies tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
God, I wonder who that
The
could
Knight's
be.
transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts.
Ooh, upgrades for the car.
An upgrade. Excellent choice.
Oh yeah, they're
I'm
making
prepared right away. Now, if there's anything else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I can...
You know, if I'd ever been
Excellent
about her
choice.
identity, I would
What was the other one?
that mask years
I
always figured the truth would be
think it's a hacking thing. It's really useful, but the weapons generator is one you should always go for first because it gives you more of the secondary, like that instant, like, target lock, instant kill thing. But it also allows me to,
Was hoping to keep her under wraps until she's ready. Next generation disruptor. She's still a couple of weeks from completion.
What the heck?
But I figured you'd appreciate a working prototype. I should have her with you later on this evening.
Thanks, Lucius. I think I might need it.
you can see all his spare gadgets in this thing, which is very cool. Some more explosive gel. The old disruptor, the old grapple. Various batarangs. And then the old Arkham City suit. What was I talking about?
Trace the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
You were recapping what happened last time on the story, and also we just finished talking about MCU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold off until I get
I
there.
can't remember what other thing I was
Don't wanna
saying.
spoil this
Well then, let's go! We don't want to spoil the surprise.
Don't want to spoil.
This cape looks a lot more like a Halloween kind of like decoration of a bat, I think. I like how each cape does have a pretty unique style.
Yeah, it's got those arches, for want of a better word. But yeah. Yeah, so I saw the finales of the season 4 of the Arrow.
Oh fuck, yeah! Shit! Yes! Sorry. Please tell me what you thought about the end of Arrow season 4.
What the hell? Would be the short way, the too long didn't listen version, and then the TLDL version. But yeah, God, so much just happened, and it just like happens, and you just like have to accept that it's happening. Like, okay, nukes, fine, sure. There's just nukes that are gonna go off because Argus has everyone's nuke codes.
So that seems like a very well designed decision there. Who's head of Argus at the moment?
It's Dig's wife.
Oh, Layla. I thought. Oh shit! What happened to Amanda?
She got the old
She got the old. Can't confuse the casual audience. So we're gonna kill her off in the TV show so she can appear as Viola Davis in.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's coming to you all, Suicide Squad. It's coming to you all.
Status update. Entrance
It's a shame because I rather liked the character in the Arrowverse. Like that kind of.
What the fuck is the Batmobile doing?
Its best.
Are you seeing this shit?
It's coming around. It's coming... There we go. Yeah, here's what I thought was kind of weird, because I don't think that actually happened.
Alfred, I'm at the tunnel entrance.
Yeah,
Open the doors.
Just a moment, sir. I'm accessing
So,
the
like,
building's...
they're gonna, so all the nukes go off and everyone freaks out. It's like, oh, this is the end of the world, we've got 2 hours and that's all over, guys. And everyone's freaking out. Felicity's like, okay,
Alfred, there's another blast.
we can line of sight redirect this bye-bye, and then great, okay, that's one of them, and then like we need to go and find the hacker who's hacking all of these nukes into place. They do, and it's the same guy, and they convince him
to not do that, yeah, to not nuke people.
She's working on something
nuke people, and that's great.
Which seems like a very common request, but I mean, sure. Well, not a very common request. A fairly simple.
Oh, Batman lying to Robin.
Oh yeah, because I've probably complained about this before. Barbara Gordon has been shipped with every fucking member of the Bat family at this point. But not just like by the fans, by the audience. No, by the fucking creators. Like, there's a very weird, like, fucking obviously the animated series people. I don't know if it's Bruce Timm or the other one. Who really is it? I don't know if it's I think it's Bruce Timm rather than Paul Dini. Who really wants Batman to fuck his oldest friend's daughter. You know, and then obviously the common relationship is Dick Grayson, because obviously they were Robin and Batgirl at the same time and known each other for ages. Then there's Jason, who kind of always had a bit of a crush on her because she was like a big she was always very
in a way that makes it sound weird. But...
Yeah, I didn't mean to say big sister like that. I mean, well, she was very, because
a supportive mentor.
Yeah, even though she wasn't, even though she knew he wasn't the original Robin, she, kind of treated him like an equal, and was always very kind to him and stuff, and he always kind of looked up to her, but also realised later when he kind of came back, he realised that he kind of had a crush on her. But that was only, I think that's only been mentioned in the Three Jokers story, and never again. And then for some reason in this game, for dramatic effect, they decided to have her paired with Tim Drake, the third Robin. So, yeah. So, this was there.
Let's go, dramatic effect.
Alright, okay, we'll come back to Arrowverse in a moment. But now...
What's gonna happen? Cool, I like it when the plot happens.
I like it when the plot decides to fucking happen. Jesus, Dylan, get on with the fucking plot, you're so shit.
You're like, oh god, it's the night! I mean, it's the night!
It's not Jason Todd.
Unless you know exactly where to shoot.
Yeah, mate, that ain't armor, that's fucking lycra.
Yeah, bro.
Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying.
Oh, jeez! Whoa, okay.
And don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever did.
I didn't expect him to put a bullet in him, damn.
Show him what happens when he messes with mine.
Oh, bat syringe.
It's some like magic bat glue. Seals the suit and seals the wound.
You're not getting through me!
Okay.
Jeez, that's okay.
Alright, big boy, come over here. Oh, what the fuck? No, Bruce, don't throw a fucking box at him.
I'll destroy you back.
Stop trying to tutorial me.
Use beat down to take out the bullets. Down.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me throw him into a fucking junction box. Instead it was like, oh no, you really need to do this tutorial.
Is that the first, like, heavy?
It must have been, I mean, I'm guessing so. Have you seen a heavy before now?
I don't think so, so probably, yeah. Yeah, oh, well, shall I continue with Arrow
Yes,
stuff?
you can continue now, because we're just in regular combat.
So he's... what was it? Where was I? He was, yeah, they come to fire the nukes, they...
Ah, you motherfucker.
They let the nukes explode in space, I guess.
In space!
Like, can't help but wonder if that...
Oh shit, the bed... Oh Jesus Christ! That tank did so much damage!
You know, maybe everything will be okay.
And then Oliver goes to, and everyone's rioting for some reason, so Oliver goes and says, guys, we need to have
Please
hope.
don't riot!
Don't
And
riot.
I'm dead.
We're stronger than the darkness and stuff.
Oh Christ, did he fucking say it again?
He didn't. I mean, he didn't say it like that or anything, but it was to that, very much to that effect.
Hmm.
And yeah, everyone's like, wow, great speech. Let's stop rioting. And then Doc is just hiding out in a temple or something, one of those places that looks like the Totem Temple. Because I think that's the third one by now. And Oliver comes to mess him up, and like he starts fighting him, and he's throwing him about and everything, and then the other guys show up, and they're like, and then the guys who were rioting earlier show up, and they're like, you'll have to fight all of us. And I was like, oh right, this is the part where they reference
He inspires Star City and they all fight together.
Yeah, I was like, oh, of course, because earlier in the episode, or maybe it was the last episode or something, his Damien Dark got more power, and Oliver's light magic wasn't enough to counter the effects of dark magic anymore, because he got a massive power boost from like loads of people. I thought, oh, okay, this is the moment where all the because like light magic is like powered by hope or something. So, like, this is the part where all of the hope that the Green Arrow is inspiring in these people allows them to get enough light magic power to counteract all of Damien Dark's new power-up thing. And I was like, okay. And then it didn't happen. I swear he didn't, like, his eyes didn't glow yellow or something. Maybe I'm completely... Maybe it did happen and I just managed to forget it or something, but... Yeah, and then he brings out... Then Damien Dark brings out some ghosts. As in, like, some fighters. That are called ghosts, not actual ghosts. And then...
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, the magical bastard.
Yeah, and then he's like, okay... And then they all charge at each other. These like some rioters and some trained militia men charge at each other, and Damien Dark and Oliver are having a martial arts fight because he's like, I was a former League of Assassins member. Yeah.
Even though up until this point he's just been a guy with magic powers in a suit, and so finding out he's part of the League is a little bit far-fetched.
Yeah, and like, even if you were my guy, aren't you gonna be rusty as hell from having just been using magic for ages?
Quite possibly.
Like, when was the last time you got into a fight? When was the last time you actually got into a fight physically? And yet he's on equal terms with Oliver for most of the fight.
Who has, you know, dealt with not one but 2 League demons' heads.
Yeah, he stomped Malcolm to the curb a few episodes ago. Like it was the easiest thing he's ever done in his life. And then Damien Dark, who hasn't been fighting, who hasn't been doing martial arts for ages.
The power scaling is kind of fucked at this point, to be fair.
It is. I mean, Anarchy, that Anarchy dude, 2 episodes ago, he got... Thea managed to beat him solo. Then Oliver, Diggle and Thea fought him in the very next episode. And they stalemated somehow. Yeah, so power scaling's kind of messed up in season 4, but other than that, it's all good. And then, yeah, he's like, you won't stab me with that arrow, Oliver. You're too...
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't... Has he lost his bow? Has it been destroyed?
Oh, he just... Dark just knocked it out of his hand or something, and...
Really? That's all it took?
Yeah, it was something like that. It wasn't even that big. It was just like, you know, one of those big karate flips, and he flies across the room and he drops his bow or something. It wasn't like a big thing, but you know, the bottom line is he's got an arrow out. You're gonna stab Damien Dark, and Damien Dark's like, you're not gonna stab me. You're one of the good guys. Good guys don't stab people. And then Oliver's like, but dude, I really should stab you, so I'm going to. And then he stabbed him. And I was like, oh, thank God for that.
And then Damien was dead.
Ah, at least that's the last I'll ever have to see of the magical bastard.
Ah.
What?
Nothing.
Oh no! Seriously?
I have no fucking clue.
Sure.
Because surely it doesn't make sense. And I don't understand it.
The Arrowverse ever made sense.
This is true.
Season 1 and 2 of Arrow. But yeah, that kind of concluded it. Then Felicity and Oliver and everyone else in the main cast kept saying the word darkness, and that was pretty much the end of the episode. Everyone left because they needed some therapy, and yeah, that's about it.
Everyone needed therapy.
I mean, instead of saying they were going to go and get some therapy sessions in, they decided to phrase it as they need to go and deal with their personal darkness.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, Jesus, I don't remember it being that cringe.
I was just like, what? Darkness is like, it's reminding me of that I saw this. It was like a year or two ago. This tweet of Joe Biden's made the rounds, where he says something like, "Oh yeah, it must have been before he got voted in then." It was like, if I get voted in as president, I will bring out the best of us, not the worst of us. I will be an ally of the light, not of the darkness.
Oh Christ!
And you know, people like took the piss out of that for the fact that he said, I promised to be an ally of the light, not of the darkness. Like he thinks he's a Star Wars character or something.
Oh Jesus!
Like I will. Yeah, but Arrow season 4, holy moly! Like, is there? Could you phrase Oliver's like past as a killer in any other way than darkness?
And
they answered every time. They answered no every single time.
Time to rescue Oracle.
That scriptwriter just got really high one night and just went, I can't think of any synonyms or better ways of saying this. I'm just going to write the same thing over and over and over again.
Played too much Kingdom Hearts and just said light, darkness, darkness, darkness.
Well,
light.
I mean, with the enemy's last name being Dark, you just fucking given it then, aren't you?
God, yeah. But yeah, Arrow season 4 was yeah, it was kind of...
It was a thing. It existed.
It was like a massive drop in quality compared to even season 3, which I
yeah.
put above 2 or 1, you know.
But you know what you've got next, Bradley?
Season 5, the best season of Arrow.
According to me alone.
I won't fail you, sir. He's mine.
I really like. I think partly because it's a real return to form after season 4 is possibly why it's so highly rated in my mind, but I also think it's the first one to really I look forward to seeing what you think.
I'm just excited for him to start wearing some sleeves. God, Arrow season 4 Green Arrow outfit was just like, oh god, why aren't you wearing sleeves, dude? Why aren't you wearing sleeves?
Well, let me put it this way, I watched, so seasons 1 through 5 were all on Prime Video, so I could watch them for free while I was at uni, because I got Prime Student, whatever, so I got it free for the first year and then really cheap for the next subsequent years. And so season 6 was the first one I had to get on DVD to continue watching. I decided to get season 5 on DVD just to have it first before I got season 6, which was going to be, you know, new content.
Yeah. Now, Flash season 2, on the other hand, while the finale was
the driver isn't the Arkham Knight, but he'll know where I can find
rushed.
him.
But
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I realised it was going to happen. I tried to think of another word, realised I couldn't, gave up and said it anyway. I really liked season 2. I thought that despite the fact that the J twist was basically the same as the Wells twist, of like, oh, Barry's mentor is actually evil and the main antagonist. Like, despite the fact that it was actually the
was
same
Jay kind of a mentor to him then?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. He teaches him how to do the lightning throw and stuff like that.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
God damn, he uses that so much in the later seasons. I didn't know he learned that from Jay. That's so funny.
So,
I think
yeah.
in the series I just finished watching the other night, which was season 8, the penultimate one, I think he used the lightning throw at least once every 2 episodes.
Oh my god, okay.
Sometimes multiple times in that one episode.
Ah. Practically a signature move at that point. But yeah, despite the fact that that twist was pretty much exactly the same, it was also everything worked so well. Like Harry Wells, God, top 5 Arrowverse character potential. I flipping love Harry Wells. Like he had like every scene that he was. Wait, what the heck? Are you about to drive over this man's head?
Thank you.
Yep.
Holy shit. What? Oh my god.
Alfred, I need you to find out everything
Well,
you can
that
about
said,
North refrigeration.
Of course.
kind of in the same, or not, if not drive over his head, definitely break his neck with that knee slam.
We have to finding Barbara.
No, Batman doesn't kill. He's fine.
He just maims to the highest degree.
Yeah. That's totally, like, ethically sound.
Sir, I've discovered an excellent
But yeah, Harry Wells was great. Jesse Quick, maybe a little bit. Like, what's your problem with him? But other than that, Wally West, he's
Keep the
great.
channel open, Alfred. The more he talks,
Him not
the more I know
knowing
about
that,
Very well, sir.
you know, Barry was the Flash until like literally the last episode. And him, you know, hero worshipping the Flash, but like
Hating
not
Barry.
really. Yeah.
Yeah. And them all talking up, all his family talking up Barry, and he's like, "You're not so good."
No,
And
the
it's
Flash,
like,
on the other hand, yes, a god, that's a real guy.
it's kind of like the played for comedy switch between Flash Thompson in the Spider-Man films talking about Spider-Man as some hero who's like, he makes me want to be a better person, and then Peter walks into frame, he goes, "What's up, Dick Stain?"
Yeah, so yeah, I like the characters, I like the developments that we've got. Cisco getting a pretty big power boost in this season was appreciated because I like Cisco as well.
Yeah, boy.
Not just the breach thing, not just the fact that you can open portals to other Earths, but like in the, I think it was like either the penultimate episode or the one before that, he does a vibe blast like Reverb did, and it's just like, okay, maybe he's gonna be fielded in like a season or two. Well,
That's an idea.
that certainly is an idea, but yeah, the whole the introduction to like Earth 2 and all of that, and the multiverse as a concept in the Arrowverse, that was
cool.
Yeah. And yeah, Zoom was a good villain, except for his voice. His voice, oh my god!
His voice.
Zoom, when he puts on his mask and uses the silly voice changer, he's like, "Flash, I'm going to break you." And it's like this way over the top voice changer that makes it sound super duper evil. And then Jay just, like, when he takes the mask off and he's just Jay, he just talks so normally, it's just like...
It inspires fear.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Why would you target the weak one?
Oh yeah, and like, so like the final episode, the finale, it was...
Damn.
They start off with like, oh, Barry, let's lock you up because Jay said, Hunter Zolomon, Zoom, he said he wants to race you. There's clearly something at play here. You need to not do that. And he's like, I'm gonna race him. And then they lock up Barry. And they actually manage it. So he's there sitting there like, no, let me race Zoom, I need to beat him. And they're like, okay, let's come up with a plan. And their plan was absolutely awful. let's.
What was their plan?
The plan is let's lure Zoom over, get his guard down, and hit him with a trank and throw him back into Earth 2. Okay, sounds fine on paper, except it might be a little bit reckless, especially since their let his guard down thing is get Caitlin over there. Actually a hologram, so not really a terrible idea from that standpoint. The trank was a bit silly, especially since they're running.
What about just dumping him on Earth 2? A trank isn't going to last very long on a flash.
Yeah, so they get him. So they've got Cisco there to open a breach to Earth 2, and they throw him into the breach to Earth 2. But Joe ends up getting thrown through as well. And here's where I'm wondering what was even the point. Zoom can go between dimensions anyway.
Doesn't he have to use like a vibe though?
I mean, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But like, it's just I seem to remember him getting a power boost and then being able to just run between Earths 1 and 2.
Right.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just remembered it wrong. But
I don't think Barry can ever do that. So maybe he was using reverb.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's all it was. Regardless, he said since Joe got sent through, they get Barry out and say, "Yo, Barry, our plan kind of sucked. Can you like help us save Joe?" And he's like, "Guys, let Joe get kidnapped. My God." And then he's like, and then they talk to Zoom, and it's like, "Okay, I'll race you. Tell me the time and the spot." And then they're like, "Wait, Zoom's got a thing. He's got a magical super duper pulse emitter. So he's going to use his super pulse emitter to blow up all Earths except for Earth 1 or something."
Well, that will save on the budget of future Flash seasons.
Certainly would, but that's not where they decided to go with it, evidently. And then Barry runs, and then they have a race.
And someone says, "Run, Barry, run."
Run, Barry, run. And then Barry runs really fast and makes a time remnant of himself so that he can have the time remnant stop the super pulse emitter from emitting a pulse while he beats up Zoom. And yeah, he beat up Zoom, and then he was gonna kill him, but then he didn't, and he said, "I don't need to kill you, I just have to not save you," or something like that. And then time wraiths appeared because they were pissed off that Barry made a time remnant, but luckily Zoom's made so many time remnants that they're more pissed off with Zoom, so they just took Zoom instead.
Fair enough. Why have they not been chasing Zoom all this time though?
Begs the question.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Are you ready for plot?
Oh, I'm ready for plot.
And a special guest appearance.
Lurking around on rooftops.
You shouldn't have come here. Not tonight.
Like, are you kidding me? When I heard about Barb...
North Refrigeration.
Nightwing!
Tell me what you know.
Penguin's using freezer trucks to smuggle weapons out of Bloodhaven. Now, I think he's stockpiling arms right here in Gotham. The question is where.
When I heard about Barb, right?
Yeah.
I need to find that.
Wait, so you heard and Tim Drake's stuck in the
stuck in the dark, yeah.
Huh. If only
Isn't he in some other city, or is he still up there, or just Nightwing breaking?
Nightwing has come from Bloodhaven, where he normally is, to help out in Gotham.
You didn't really think I'd come here without a plan, did you?
I'll handle this. You're needed back in Bloodhaven.
He's been tracking this case since Bloodhaven, so...
Oh god, poor Tim. He's just straight up locked out of the loop.
What have they done with Nightwing's, cow suit, though? It looks so ugly. He's got, a front face thing, but it's just so over the top.
I just find it weird that his ears just seem to poke out, and
yeah,
It looks like it's poking
Well, it's like,
up.
you'd think, oh, maybe it's to protect him from getting shot in the back of the head, but no, the back of his head is totally exposed, it's just the front.
It's
I've
the
only
gun,
got
not
3
the gun.
shots. I should pick my targets wisely.
It's a disruptor.
That disabled the firearm. If I use the disruptor again, it will explode when fired, knocking out the user and flooring anyone nearby. The crate's electrified now. Anyone trying to resupply is in for a shock.
Yeah.
Equipment sabotaged. Time to introduce
Luckily
myself.
for the fact, luckily so we don't need, so that we don't have to have 2 Barrys at all times. The time remnant Barry like disintegrates, stopping the super pulse emitter.
Burns up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it burns up, and it's like, oh, that's convenient for us, I guess. And they're all like, oh, he made a heroic sacrifice to save those he loved. Like, good. But Barry's too upset over all of the things that have happened over season 2, and all of the people that have died, that he gets so sad he decides to run back in time and stop his mother from getting killed. Which, 1, flashpoint, and 2, that's a terrible idea, Barry.
Wait, hasn't his dad died then? Isn't that the the needle that
I can use the disruptor's
breaks the camel's
to
back?
tag the vehicle and follow it across Gotham.
The needle? No, the what is that term? Wait, the
straw?
The straw, that, yeah, sorry, I was getting that confused with needle in a haystack, yeah, thank you. That's what got me.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, that was it, the guy in the iron mask that Zoom kidnapped ages ago. The guy who was tapping out prison tap code or whatever it's called. Was actually the Earth 3 version of Barry's dad, who's the Flash.
Whose name is
Jay Garrick.
Yeah, stolen by Hunter Zolomon.
Yeah, and it was like knowing that Barry's dad's actor is the same actor as the Flash from the previous Flash TV show. Makes it all like
it all comes full circle.
Yeah.
And it allows yet another actor to stay in the show after his main character's been deleted.
Oh yeah.
They'll only use that trick with Wells 6 more times. Did Harry stick around, or did he go back to his own Earth?
He and Jesse packed their things and they went back to Earth too.
Anything happening with Jessie? Or is she
Jessie,
just...
I don't think anything's actually happened. Not with her, not with Wally, even though they both got hit by the collider energy. So I imagine they'll just, like, maybe next season they'll start, they'll maybe realise that they have these powers or something.
They have the power!
Their speed. Well, maybe it's not speed. I mean, for Wally it's gonna be speed, and for Jesse it's gonna be speed, but other than that, who knows? Who's to say what they're gonna get? I mean, I say Wally because Wally West, because, well, you know. Jesse, he called her Jesse, Harry called her Jessie Quick a few times, and that sounds like a speedster name, so maybe...
they're not very subtle.
Yeah.
Anyone follow you? Batman tried, but we scared him off.
I think we might have found the villain's lair, Bradley. Call it a hunch.
It'll have to be a hunch, because I'm not sure what could possibly give you that impression of this place, other than all of the stuff that you can hide under and behind, and the fact that there's a bunch of guys here.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Explode someone.
He's not going to notice the drone's fucked? Oh yes, he is, there he is.
What? The sentry gun's busted.
Huh? This guy, is he dead? Where are you at? North side!
Come on, come on, let's get a couple with you guys, come on. Oh, if everyone goes up there.
Oh, what? It tells you how many hostiles your explosive gel's next to. Oh, that's so cool! You don't have to guesswork it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit! That would have fucking hurt. I kind of wish he'd managed to get him quicker, but whatever.
I like those ones where it just headbutts and like, damn. Headbutts would really hurt. There's so much weight behind a skull.
This is true. Could deal with that other sentry gun while this guy's pissing about looking for his unconscious friends. Oh shit, there he is. Let's scare the shit out of this guy. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I don't have any... Fuck. Gadget, gadget, gadget. Oh, I need one more point to get a 4th charge. Damn. And they're all out of there.
This must be the way inside.
So, was that it? Was it just Arrow and Flash finales?
Yeah.
Because Supergirl had wrapped up the week before, hadn't it?
Yeah, ages before, believe it or not. Like, it only had 20 episodes, but, like, it started at the same time, so, yeah, it was practically a month worth of episodes ago.
Well, this was still before it got picked up by the CW, wasn't it? So that's maybe... So weird that it was connected before it made the jump, though.
Blew my mind when Barry showed up. I was like, how did that even happen?
A deal, I guess?
Commissioner's little girl.
Maybe there was something in the DC contract, but it was like, you can show these, but, you know, they have to be connected.
I'll break
Yeah,
every
maybe
bone
something.
in your body, Cobblepot.
But yeah, I did of course see the Legends of Tomorrow finale, but I don't think I want to mention too much about that.
Oh, because I haven't
seen it.
Or is it season 2? It must be. Or is it season 1?
Season 1, it's season 1.
Yeah, so yeah, Arrow is season 4, 2 of Flash and
One of Supergirl and DC Legends of Tomorrow. I will say though that...
Wait, did they... I didn't realise they called it DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Is there another Legends of Tomorrow?
I don't know, but like that's what they called it.
This is you handling it, right? Now, don't worry.
Oh yeah, so we chased Penguin because he was supplying arms to the Arkham Knight and his forces. And so we've just gone to beat up Penguin and to find out where the Arkham Knight went and to possibly get a lead on where Barbara is, but now Penguin got away and is just given us some information that we've gone to the Arkham Knight was going to see someone called Simon Stagg. Do you know a Simon Stagg?
No. Should I know a Simon Stagg?
Probably not. Who knows? I don't know if he's mentioned in the Arrowverse at any point. Honestly, Stagg Enterprises might have been.
But yeah, all I'll say about the Legends of Tomorrow is that I enjoyed it. Who knows how the rest of it goes, but that was my season.
Well, that's good.
We can't let any of these weapons get on.
It's a shame you can't tell me about it because I haven't watched it yet.
You need to let me help.
Yeah. Having watched it,
had it
I'm
under
glad
control.
I
told you I need you back in Bloodhaven.
glad I gave you those 2 seasons. Not that I know anything about
I'm
the
glad.
series.
I'm glad. I feel like a bit of like a guinea pig now. It's like I haven't finished watching it yet, but I assumed you'd like
Well,
it.
it's because I was halfway through and
Right.
I was like, oh, this is good.
Well, he'll at least like the first half.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it throughout. Very, it's got a bit of a different vibe to the other two, but it's still so good.
Seriously? Do you believe that accent?
I can't wait for like the 3rd or 4th season to just go off the rails and be like, yeah, don't worry, you don't need to get the rest of them.
You say that, Brad, but I have got every season of The Flash so far that's come out on DVD, and we all know how that went.
Sorry, I just saw in the subtitles Joker said, "What a wanker."
He's doing an impression of Nolan North's weird British accent impression of for the Penguin.
Oh my god, Nolan North is the Penguin.
Nolan North is doing a weird British accent for the Penguin. And I think by this game, all the fan reactions where it's just like, why on earth is Nolan North doing a shitty fake British accent? So they decided to have the Joker say, "You believe that accent?" to say it's all fucking made up. There's been a lot of things floating in this playthrough. I've never had that before. Kinda odd if you ask me. Yes, after we get out of this place, it'll be a good place to stop, I think.
Yeah.
How long have we been on, actually? Can you see?
It says 2 hours on the started streaming. Oh,
that
wait,
seems good to me. Are you happy to do
2
that?
2 hours 10. Yeah.
Oh no, we can't leave it at 10. We'll have to wait for have to do another 50 minutes to make it equal. We'll have to stop at 3 hours exactly. There we go. I now have upgrade points. You know what that means?
Time to make.
Oh wait, shit. Should I get the super speed boost or should I get the weapons lock? Let's get the weapons lock. Fuck it. And can I get any? Is it worth getting anything else with 1 point? Super stun isn't that useful. Free flow focus is quite good. Amount of time. Backlord. I actually don't like the backlord disarm. It's so much more useful to pull someone towards you than.
Oh yeah. Can you pull them towards you if you haven't if you've disarmed them?
Yes, but it requires 2 things, and by that point they've noticed you. So I like to use it in stealth to pull someone towards me, clothesline them, and then knock them out.
Everything you can about Simon's death.
That totally could have done with like a different input, like maybe come out and double tap to make them drop their weapon.
Yeah.
1 tap for bring the person over, or maybe tap and hold, or I don't know. But like you say, that does change how the move works in certain situations, namely stealth. It can't be used for stealth. Oh no, Joker! Oh, what a shame.
He's died again.
To find somewhere I can get a clear shot to take out the militia.
Okay, how'd you get out of it? Oh, he's okay.
Did we get him? I think so.
Oh, you're gonna use the car.
Always, man. Always gotta be using that car.
It was definitely you. You're the sniper. Close range fire. Since when? Since now.
Remote that.
See what happens? He's probably dead anyway. Of course he is. Professional.
What the mobility, the like swerviness, like how quickly and easily you can turn this thing. It's flipping amazing.
Surprise, motherfucker!
He's in his car! How's he in his car? That's the neat part. He's not.
Thank you, Omni-Man.
What do you have on Simon?
I haven't seen Invincible, just the memes.
How are you with animated violence?
I remember you saying that while I was playing Ghost of Tsushima once that
Scarecrow was on his way there, and that's
there's some scenes in it that are
traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
Take a look at it. I'll take a look at it one day, but like
honestly, you could possibly just
go in on foot and stick to the rooftops.
just watch a fucking summary of the first episode and then start from episode 2. Or actually, I think because it's an end credit scene where episode 1 goes really off the fucking rails for no reason. So you could just end after the end credit scene. And then, start on episode 2, and you'll get the idea. Oh, there's a corpse. Sweet.
Top 10 things I can take out of context.
What context is that good?
That's a fair point, actually.
Fourth victim.
Highly regrettable, Master Bruce.
So, any summary comments? I think, well, next time we might be able to talk about The Last of Us, but in addition we'll also focus a bit more on the Batman like we did on the first episode. But we've had a lot to talk about this episode, so with the MCU wrapping up and a season of Flash and stuff wrapping up, This was a good episode to talk about other stuff while I dicked around with the less important plot bits.
That one's absurd. Distinctive birthmark matches 3,983. Not very distinctive then, is it?
Okay, maybe I should do more stupid dicking around in the side stuff to give Bradley something to criticize. Oh, this is the most ridiculous one. Okay, listen to this.
The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite.
The left foot is missing several toes, is it, Batman?
He was a microbiologist.
Several toes? Seems fine to me.
Some of those are prosthetics, clearly.
Yeah, sure.
They're literally all there, that's hilarious.
Like, I don't understand why you choose that if you were going to use the same model for each victim. And you know, yeah, I don't know. But hey, look where we're going next. A whole new island.
A whole new island.
With airships, man. Gotta love some fucking airships. Gotham and airships. Oh, lightning strike. Alright, that's a good place to end this. We will see you next week. Where hopefully Bradley will choose a less goofy suit for me to wear. Or even though I have quite enjoyed playing in this suit with the gliding cape shape, is quite cool. But come on, man, I've got an ego to keep up with. I've got to look cool as Batman.
I'll pick a cool suit next time.
I've got to implicate. I've got to create fear in my enemies.
Insight.
Insight?
Incite fear.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Anyway, bye-bye.